Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be bringing you this review of the Huda Beauty Mercury and Retrograde Palette. I love this palette. It does retail for $67 and it has 18 shades, and what it says on the back is 18 eyeshadows and 4 to ready to layer textures, 9 buttery mattes, 6 high shine creamy metallics, 1 glitter powder, 2 sheer multi reflective shadows. And then when you buy this in like the little package, it comes with 3 brushes. I just brought the palette because when I went to Sephora they didn't sell the brushes, but I love it. This is the look that we came up with tonight. I am going to the movies. It's a little date night look. I'm definitely going to change my outfit, but I finished my hair and I have like this blue, purpley, starry night kind of look. When I first saw the palette, I was like, oh, look at all these pinks and golds and rosy new pinky shades. That's what I want to do. And as I started, when you watch the video, see that I want a whole different look. I said, you know what, forget this. We're about to do something different, not an everyday kind of look, because I am going on a date. But look how beautiful this shade is. And I think the name of the shade is, it's Mercury. The name of the shade is Mercury on my lid. And then I have Nebula, baddie. This baddie right here, Nebula, in my waterline. And I love it. Like, I love this look. So if you guys want to see my review and how to do this makeup look, please continue to watch, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and let's get into the video.
iTunes or P Vice at noon, I'm focused. Everything will manifest because I wrote it. I'm hella sweet because I spit humble. He called me his bumble, stay buzzing up my feed, calling me his queen bee. I'm like, chill, little homie.
Guys, so I am featuring the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde Palette. And now let's first talk about this packaging. This packaging is fire. And I've been looking at this palette for a while now, and I'm really excited to use it. It looks like, and this is my first time opening it up, and these shades are like extremely creamy. I'm gonna post some pictures over here and over here of some swatches that I've done. And now I'm just gonna like see how these shadows perform and try to put together a good look, or a nice look for you guys. What kind of look are we gonna go for today? I actually have a date tonight. I'm going to the movies and I think we're gonna go see Good Liar. I really wanted to see 21 Bridges, but it doesn't come out until Friday, and me and my boyfriend usually go to the movies on Tuesday because it's $5 Tuesdays. So I don't want to do anything that's too bright, but I want to look like Snatch. So I already, as you can see, did my brows, my foundation, highlight, contour. I still have some more blending to do, and I just set under my eye and set my eyelids. So first I'm gonna wipe away the excess powder from the concealer that I used from the top of my lids, any excess powder, and we're gonna leave the bottom powder to leave a little barrier. So I'm gonna do like a warm goldish look. I'm gonna first go into the shade Crash. And I'm gonna smoke that into my crease gently. Now from the swatches, I can see that this palette is very creamy and extremely pigmented. Like, you don't need to pack on a lot of shadow to get the color payoff that you want, and I actually really enjoy this about this palette. It does retail for about $67, which is one of the most expensive palettes that I've actually bought so far. And like really enjoying makeup and trying new palettes. This is actually my first time trying Huda Beauty, and as a first impressions, I like her palettes. I do. It's a little pricey now. Pricey is the word. Like, I didn't expect them to be so expensive, but I do like the quality of the shadow, and it blends out seamlessly. Like, look at that. And I'm just doing like little swiping motions, and this is like a big blown out situation. I don't know why I feel so damn congested today. I think it's the change of weather. It's getting colder outside. So you see that we have this little base going. And now I'm going to go in with this brush that I got from Amazon, but it's like a nice tapered puffy brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Momentum, and I'm just gonna use that like pack it right over the brow and pack it on both sides as a transition from the brow bone to the crease. And I'm just gonna blend that out in the brow because I don't want that dark shade to overpower the little highlight that we got from me kind of carving out my brows with concealer. And I'm just patting it because we want it to like blend. Ooh, I got a little bit in my brow. Let's dust that off. We don't want it to blend or go up too high. Now I'm gonna take, what am I gonna take? This brush is kind of like an angled brush, and I'm going in the shade Karma. I'm gonna tap in Karma like 2-3 times, and then kind of deepen the crease color. Now for me personally, I feel like I get the best pigment when I first tap where I want the color to appear, and then blend it out after. Now this palette does have 18 shades in it, and I actually like the shade range. I wish that we had like maybe a deeper dark brown, but she has like this purple black color called Vortex, which could be used to deepen out, but I like the warm brown looks on the palette. I love the colors. I'm thinking that I wanted to do a gold look, but now I feel like I should do like blue. Like, I feel like everyone is gonna go safe and do these gold or silvery shimmery shades, but I think I'm gonna go blue. on the lid. I don't know how we're gonna figure that out. So I'm still going in, and I'm just slowly packing it on. The one thing about blending in makeup is that, like, especially if you're a beginner, you don't want to move too fast, adding too many shades. So I'm going back in with this Morphe brush, and I'm going back into the color or the shade Crash, and I'm just gently making sure that everything is diffused back in with the new shades that I use. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna title this like Date Night Get Ready With Me review on the Huda Beauty palette. And like, as you can see, as I'm blending, I'm also taking it like almost into the bridge of my nose. Almost to the bridge of my nose. So now I think I want to figure out, I think either I'm gonna use the shade Nebula, which I think I'm gonna go for Nebula, or Mercury. Mercury is really cute. Gorgeous, creamy, pigmented shades. Now usually I would set up for like a little cut crease kind of action, but because everything is so pigmented, I don't really feel the need to cut my crease. So I'm just gonna go in with like, should I be safe or should I go Mercury? I think what I might do is do maybe one on top of the other. So I'm gonna go in with Mercury first, and I'm just patting my brush in there. Like, I'm not digging, because I've seen a lot of people do that digging motion, and that's a no. And I'm just gonna pat it. Do a swipe. Wow. Okay, this is extremely pigmented. And I'm just going to, I feel like this would be better if I didn't use a brush and actually go in. See, I'm like learning the palette as you guys are. First go in with my finger. Wow. This is gorgeous. And it's so bright. Wow. This is crazy. And it's formula. And I'm trying to put the shadow like towards the center as much as possible with my finger, and I kind of like bend my finger in an angle to swipe the shadow on because it is glittery and it's like a press on kind of glitter. So if you like swipe too hard, it'll start to flake and you'll have a bunch of fallout on your face. Throughout this tutorial, I started to learn exactly how each shade and each formula work and how to like place each formula. That is one thing that's really important, that depending on how the eyeshadows are made is depending on how you would place them on your lid. A lot of times people will say, oh, I don't like this shade, or I don't like this eyeshadow, and sometimes it's just because they're placing it on their lids incorrectly and not using the most efficient way to add the shadow. Okay. Now that we have that, I'm gonna go ahead and go back in with this brush that I got off of Amazon, and I'm gonna go into Vortex, which was a shade that I didn't even think I was gonna pick up today. But let's see what this payoff is. And I'm just going to smoke out right the crease to add like some dimension. Yeah, just smoke out right here. And look at how pigmented that is. Kind of crazy how pigmented that is. And I'm really just tapping it in, and then when I come out here, I'm sliding it. I feel like this look is like going for a whole turn. At first, I was going for like nudie brown. Now we got this blue. We got Vortex in the crease. And it's getting a little spicy. Now we're gonna blend this out. Back with our brush and fluffing brush. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, is to pack right here where we want the Vortex color to come in, the shade, and you're just getting deep in that crease and bringing it here, blending very effortlessly, like towards this section right here, it's like not as strong and pigmented, and you want it to be like diffused, and then it gets, I'm just using it to blend out the shades that we like. Now the one thing I really am enjoying about this palette is how these shades are blending. I'm just cleaning up the blue again and packing it back on since we blended some of it out, so that it's more, you can see it better. It's showing up. Before I just wanted like a little shimmer, now I'm like, alright, let's go for it now. Let's go for it. I want it all. We're about to be snatching lives. Ooh, this is so cute. And it's like reflective. It's definitely giving me this out of, planets, stars, galaxy vibe. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So we got that up. And I just like to make sure that each side is like blended evenly, that the colors are pigmented, and like there's dimension. I like dimension in my looks, and like layers. And like you see how I'm touching up with my brush with Vortex, because it's kind of like you go back and forth. You see something like, this could be better, that could be better, and then you just go back in and blend it out. Okay. So So now that I like what I have, so I went in and did a liner, added some lashes. Now I'm going to finish off the bottom lash line with the shade Nebula, which is like a purple shade. And I'm going to use this Morphe, what brush is this? It's like a little taper brush. And I'm going to tap it in here in Nebula. And then I'm just going to swipe against my lash line. Actually should use this. The mirror, it has a beautiful mirror in here too as well. And that's one thing I will say about this product, that even though it is on the expensive side, I do think it's quality. Like the shadows are quality, the mirrors are quality, like, and it's, so you guys can see, a full mirror. And like you can see yourself, and the shades are creamy. Just swipe this purpley blue shade called Nebula and pack it right under the eye to keep the freckles on. And then I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild black pencil. And I go in with the pencil, and what I do is just I go like this, and then I just slightly draw, fill in my waterline. And you just take your time, don't move too fast, maybe poke out your eye. And fill in the waterline. Ooh. And I'm gonna go back in with this brush, with the shade Nebula, and dab it right in the water, right, to smooth out the bottom of the waterline. Almost like the sparkles are falling from the black. Wow, that's so beautiful. Take it too low. Alright, so this is that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with my setting spray and take my beauty blender and press the setting spray into my face, because I had the powder sitting on there for a long period of time. And I'm gonna go in with the blush trio by Anastasia and go into the darkest shade and start to add some blush and some color into my cheeks. I was never a blush kind of person, but once I started using it, I started to see a big difference in my makeup. Now I'm gonna go into the Moon palette by Anastasia, and I'm gonna take like this white shade, but it comes out like a blue purple, and put that as the highlight on my cheeks to go with this starry night look, and really try to blend it in so it doesn't look ashy. I also add it in my inner corners of my eyes, and I really love an inner corner highlight. And as I'm using my beauty sponge to blend it in so that it won't look ashy, and it kind of like blends into my skin. And then I add highlight to my nose, the bridge of my nose, and the tip of my nose. And I spray my face again. My spray was actually running out, so I went in with my Morphe setting spray, which I love because it's like a mist and it sits so good and melts really good into the skin. So I'm pressing it in again with my beauty blender, and I actually enjoy the Morphe setting spray the best. Now we're gonna go ahead and do our lips and take this liquid lipstick in like a dark cocoa color. the center of my lips with a matte nude color. And I'm using my finger just to dab it out. And once I got a perfect mix of the two lipsticks, I go and look for a lip gloss. And this is one from Victoria's Secret. I love Victoria's Secret lip glosses, and I put that on my lips. I like to get a little shine. I wanted the lips to be toned down because my eyes were that blue color, and it was like I didn't want the lips to overpower. So I'm just touching up everything, and this is the finish of my face. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed this new content. I did have my face already done, and I only did the eyes. I'm definitely gonna have a full routine of my base because I feel like your base is one of the most important parts. Like, yeah, this eyeshadow stuff is great. I would definitely recommend this beautiful palette. It is expensive. It's $67, but I feel like it's worth it. Like, 18 shadows, and it's just giving me like cute vibes. Like, look at this. I love the packaging. I definitely would. I brought this with my own money. It was not sent to me, and I enjoy the palette. This is the second look I've created. I'll put a picture of the first look, like, I guess over here. I'm so happy to be putting out another video. Huda, keep coming out with these palettes. I love them. They're pigmented. They're buttery. Even when I take off my makeup, it doesn't dry out my skin. And that was something that's really important to me because I do have eczema. And when sometimes you use a palette and it's like, oh, this is so pigmented, it's so pigmented, and then you're left with a dry eyelid and it is crusty, and then you have to go through all this skincare. So with my first look that I posted over here and I used the shadow, I took it off, it came off like this with the normal makeup wipes that I use, and it did not break me out. So I love this palette. It's one of the more expensive palettes that I actually own now because Anastasia only retails for like $45. This palette is $67. So if you want to save up your cute little coin to purchase this palette, it is worth it. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Like, we're really doing this, guys. Love you guys, and thank you guys for supporting me.